So I did. I retired in May, and what an amazing thing to spend 35 years of your life doing something that you absolutely love, that you get up in the morning and you feel blessed that you get to go do this. I can't tell you, absolutely amazing. Most of my work has been with at-risk youth, kids from really difficult circumstances. I spent a lot of time in alternative high schools. Central High School I've been at for the past 15 years, and sort of like a large alternative high school. It's sort of, I think the press called it the most dangerous school in Colorado. They didn't come into my classroom. They just, reported what had happened. I feel blessed, I feel delighted that I was able to be a part of the lives of the kids that were in my program. My mission has always been with those at-risk kids, because I was kind of an at-risk kid. Sheila went to high school with me. We went to North High School together. I never really was able to join that high school community. I was the youngest of 8 kids, first to graduate from high school, the first to graduate from college. I gotta take a minute. So when I got the degree, I really felt that my calling was to work with kids like myself that needed a place to be. And it was the arts, really, that made that connection for me. It really was a teacher by the name of Vern Langhofer, and Sheila, you might remember Vern. He was an art teacher at North High School. Vern was the first teacher that ever made me feel any connection to education. I was in his ceramics class, and Vern did an amazing thing. It was a critique session, and we had to do bells. It was our first project. We got around the table, we did the critique session, and Vern started talking and critiquing this piece of art that I had done. And I was sold. There was this connection of my spirit, my person, with that piece of art. And I really never looked back after that. It really was Vern Langhofer. I got to tell you, this guy was amazing. He mentored so many of us. And when I say at risk, believe me, I was at risk. Vern made sure that we made a connection with higher education. He mentored us through those last 2 years of high school and made sure that we connected with the University of Colorado. Again, it was that experience that helped me move into education. There are a couple of people besides Vern that I would like to thank. I'd like to thank Henry Lowenstein, the Bonfils Theater, and I don't know how many of you besides Tom and Sheila and I remember the Bonfils Theater. But Henry was absolutely instrumental in theater education in the Denver area. Henry Lowenstein was absolutely amazing and really just fostered that sense of connectedness between at-risk youth and the arts and the performing arts, and the programs that they had at the old Bonfils were absolutely wonderful. And I think it's kind of fitting that it's a bookstore now. So it is the tattered cover. In addition to Henry's influence, there were 2 professors that I had at Colorado Women's College that I thought were absolutely incredible teachers, incredible theater people, artists. Don and Renee Malmgren. Don was the chairman of Colorado Women's College, which was the Houston Fine Arts Center, and it's now the Denver School of the Arts, I believe, is housed in that building. Both Don and Renee really gave me an understanding and a sense of what it was to commit to kids, and always reminded me that it wasn't the incredibly lavish set or the beautiful costume. It was my connection with that kid in my program that was really, really important. Don, Renee, thank you. I'd like to thank Jay Seller and the Colorado thespian organization. I can't tell you how many kids that senior audition program have influenced. And I'd like to thank you guys, really, for the past 20 years. I've been marching in with 3 kids saying, come on guys, we're gonna audition, this will be great. And they're going, really, Mr. J, I don't think we belong here. I say, no, 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 this is a good place, it'll work. And I drag them in. I was always late with the audition forms, and the guys always took, I think I still owe Jay $50. So, you know, but my kids, I have to tell you guys that, you know, I had a student just last night drop in to visit me in the program that I'm working at, and, you know, she received a scholarship. This was a kid who got a 10 on the ACT, a 10. She received a scholarship to Trinidad based on her audition at the conference that year. Went to Trinidad for 2 years. She was Spanish speaking, was her predominant language. She graduated from Trinidad, went to Metro, got her degree from Metro, and is now working on her master's degree at UNC in counseling. So an absolutely amazing opportunity for her. I had another student, Justin Shepard, that went to NYU and graduated from NYU. And, you know, is now working in the theater community in New York. So that program, that senior audition program, is so essential to all kids. But I have to tell you personally, from my heart, for those kids that I drug along there and that you were patient enough to allow me to bring into that program, it has meant everything and has changed their lives dramatically. So thank you guys. The last person I want to thank, and I know you guys have other things that you need to do this evening, I want to thank my son Paul. He's at UCD, he's a theater film major, he wants to go into theater education. He reminds me every day how important my job is and the difference that I make in the lives of the kids that work with me. So, Paul, thank you. He's not here. I was hoping that he'd make it, but I'm glad that he went to class instead. So, really, I can't thank you and tell you how honored I am to receive this award. You know, the likes of Nancy Priest, you know, Joe J. Kraft, Jennifer Condrey. I mean, there are great names on that list, and I just feel honored and blessed to be on that list with them. So thank you guys. Thank you so much.